Testing. There we are. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you much. Is that okay? Are we good? We're good.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give. And the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just to remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
This is like the best dress center.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Unity San Francisco. Before we start today, I'm going to go over a couple of our little protocols so that you're feeling protected and safe. So as I'm speaking, and Dave is getting himself together, we're going to talk about, we have on the front open for hugs and fully vaccinated stickers that you're welcome to place on as you see fit. I know the rules are changing everywhere constantly, and it is hard to keep up. But so I want to reinforce for everyone what our policy and what our request that you honor is here for the sanctuary. If we're in the sanctuary, we are fully masked. Mask up over our nose and mouth. The only exception to that is when we're on this platform speaking. So if you're in the sanctuary, we ask that you are fully masked. That will be in the moments you're doing the ritual we have for you today, and moments when you're standing and singing or using your noisemakers and singing along with the community song. And then when you step out of the sanctuary to go to the restrooms or go down to hospitality or go out on the street, you're free to treat the rest of the building like it's a restaurant and do what you would in a restaurant. But we also ask that you honor everyone's need for social distance. If they do not have an open for hug sign on or open their hands to extend a hug to you, don't do it. Just simply don't hug them and keep your mask on around them and let you know what they're safe with so that they can enjoy the service like we all do back here in the room with each other. So thank you for listening to all this again. I know you've heard it before, but there's always going to be new people, and we want to make sure everybody's up to speed. Am I still good on time? Great. All right, with that, there are bulbs out front. Make sure you have a bulb. If you came in and didn't grab a bulb, make sure you have your bulb for our bulb ceremony.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
In the room, why don't you give us a round of applause so people at home can hear you and see you? Woo!
And if you're with us on Livestream, hey, we're so glad to have you with us.
So delighted that you've joined us. And if you want to jump into our Zoom room, Cleo is manning the Zoom room right now. We've done some upgrades in technology to make the Zoom room experience even better.
Yeah, we don't have that same lag issues that we were having. We've resolved those.
Yes, yay.
Yay, technology.
Always growing in our abilities here. And what a great weekend, right? It's stunning, it's beautiful. It is so much filled with meaning when we stop and pause and realize that,
You know, we have a very special ritual that we do here at Unity San Francisco for Memorial Day weekend. We have members who serve. We have members who have lost loved ones who serve.
Yeah.
And so we take this Sunday to honor and stand together in that space where we're honoring those who serve, and we're also honoring our own losses, our own grief.
Yeah. So in school, they asked us to create a memorial service, meaning passing of someone's service. And I decided to use that opportunity to create a Memorial Day ritual. And
Because,
Unity.
he loves to follow rules.
Yeah, I'm a rule follower. Yeah, sure. So let's go with that. And so, and we've adopted it here, and now other people have done it too. That's been for 7 years now, going on 8 years. I think this is the 8th year.
Yeah.
We've done it.
I'll speak more about this later, but there is something around the collective grief, our capacity to grieve together. That is so important, especially with the news this morning that I woke up to of another shooting in Miami. So we breathe into that space. We breathe into all those individuals in San Jose who have been impacted, all of those in Miami, all of those wherever.
It just gets to be the level of violence going on right now is so overwhelming that I can't keep up with it on a Sunday. It used to be that we could have a chance to talk about it on Sundays, and now it's just constant. And this, too, has to shift, and it's going to shift as we do.
Yeah.
So I invite you in that space to use today as a place of shifting consciousness.
And it begins with community. It begins with our being able to show up, whether we're live stream or whether we're actually physically together. We are standing in that space, that place that is about connection.
Yeah.
Deep, deep connection.
And Jessica has a song for that. Good segue.
I try. I try to make it like seamless. You blew it. You let everybody know it wasn't seamless. You let everybody see behind the curtain, Ken.
Yeah, like they don't see through us. That's a surprise to them, Deanne. Let's go with that. All right, so Jessica Rom Foster in a song by Julie Stein about connection.
Yes.
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all that need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're the luckiest people in the world.
So we take that into our time of meditation, of prayer, of stillness, I invite you to get comfortable in your seats and to allow my words, my voice, to become yours. Right here in this moment, in the midst of the pain, in the midst of the unknown, in the midst of the change, we know that there is one power and one presence. No matter what is happening in the outside, no matter what is happening in the world around us, the divine power of God is at work. The heart of each and every one of us vibrates, beats, resonates with the energy of that divine Spirit of God. So we open in this moment to the solution that is always at hand. We open to the complete wholeness of each and every individual on the planet, no matter what their actions or behaviors may be, that their presence, their power, their divinity, their light shines through for all of us to see. And when we see it, when we feel it, when we breathe and know it, with our whole being, we are the change. We are changed, and we are the change that the world needs. So today, we open our hearts and minds to peace that passes all understanding, to love that knows no limits, and to joy that flows like a never-ending waterfall. This is our intention, our mission, and our purpose for today. And together we say, Amen. And so it is. Thank you, Tyler. It's all yours.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, everybody, for being people, sharing, community. So a very important feature that we do here is we practice affirmative prayer. And if there is anything on your heart that you would like agreement and held in the field of affirmative prayer, there's a variety of ways to connect with us and for us to connect with you. If you want to submit a prayer request, go to our website. Let us know what you're holding in your next good for your life. And during the service, for those of us here in the sanctuary, there's prayer chaplains available right after service, or in the sanctuary or out on the sidewalk. And those of you viewing with us live in a remote setting, we always have prayer chaplains available in our spiritual salon breakout room for a private conversation and time for prayer with a prayer chaplain. So let us know how we can support you. Now we're getting ready for our first community song. And just one quick reminder that if you're viewing with us live, go to that Spiritual Salon Zoom room. During this song is your opportunity to log in, because right after the song, we have an interactive meet and greet for those of us here in the sanctuary and for those of you online. And when viewing remotely in a live format, stay in the Zoom room for an interactive experience. We're continuing to work on developing that Zoom experience. So just thank you for being with us. We are getting ready for this community song. I invite you right here in the sanctuary, stand as you're willing and able. It's an energy. And as you're viewing with us from home, stand in your own home and move that energy as we sing together. Yes. Welcome.
It's live, people. We're doing this. Hold on. You are welcome, welcome. You are welcome here. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. All are welcome at Unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. Does life have you on a stormy path? And does your heart yearn for peace and rest? A place you can learn and grow. I know a place you can go. Do you have more questions than answers? And does something deep within you stir? Are you longing to know Unity San Francisco? W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We'll welcome at Unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We see your divinity. We see your authentic self. Sing! We see who you are called to be. We see your godliness. We love, and let peace lead the way. We love the wholeness of you. We love and activate in faith.
We love.
Through trials too. We are a diverse community. We are a safe place to go. We are founded in, say it! We are
Unity San Francisco.
Yes! W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. All are welcome in unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. All are welcome in unity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, W-E-L-C-O-M-E. We salute your divinity. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. Yes! Surely you all know that by now. All right now we're going to welcome everyone for the interactive meet and greet. Please meet and greet your neighbors. Please honor their preferences as shown by the stickers on their breasts and their chests, but please welcome and happy Sunday.
All right, everybody. So we're going to get started. So we're going to, hello, everybody on Zoom and watching the live stream. We're going to mute you here. And we're so excited in the room. I'm going to ask everybody to take their seats. And we're going to throw it back to Kristen.
Thank you, Deanne. Wow. I wish you guys could see what's happening in the sanctuary. It's a party. It's amazing. We all get to be here. And now it's time for our giving and receiving. Here at Unity, we have several ways for you to show your support. You can simply text Unity SF at 44321. You can also, if you're watching at home, hit on the donate link underneath. We also do it the old-fashioned way as well by sending a check to 240 Page Street. And here to talk about why he gives to Unity San Francisco is our very own Tyler.
Thank you, Kristen.
Yay.
Okay, so we ask people to share, and then I ask myself, okay, why do I give? Again, let me review my yeses to figure out, am I really standing in them? So let me just tell you, I give because I grow. Oh my God, classes and friendships and prayer partners, I grow. And then I know that every so often I see someone else grow. That's become important to me. Sometimes I see in a class or somewhere, oh, that's so good. And I say, oh, I want to buy into that. And then I see how society is growing or struggling to grow. We teach self-reflection, taking responsibility, and then making choices for myself. And I think society could use some of that too. Now, other people are solving cancer. Other people are, I'm going to hold down prayer and self-reflection and loving myself. And maybe for someone else too. And then I say, God, I want to give, because it's New Thought movement for 100 and some years. So here's the thing I want to say on Memorial Day is that I sometimes then pray and say to my ancestors, look at me. Look at me choosing to help someone else. And in the same prayer, I'm helping myself. I ask my ancestors to look at me because I am choosing. I'm not choosing the cancer project, I'm choosing the prayer project. And I pray for the world to get better, or anyone. And that does help me get better too. There's a miracle happening to me. And this community keeps teaching me how to love myself and love somebody. And to tell my ancestors, look at me with pride. They served in their way, and I choose to serve in this way. So, in whatever way that you get your good here, I invite you then to give back when you're ready, as you're ready. It seems pretty reciprocal and healthy, because I sure am growing, and I do love having hope for the world. This prayer method gives me hope. So join us, join us. Enjoy the giving and receiving. Whatever place you're at, enjoy the giving and receiving with us at Unity San Francisco. Thank you for being in community with me. So now, we're going to continue honoring Memorial Day. We have a very special, an offering affirmation, and then we're going to have a song. So here's our offering affirmation. I'm going to say it once, and I invite you to know it with me. So I say it, that I give with abundant love and joy. I give with abundant love and joy, and as I give, I receive. The way in which I give is the way in which I receive. So I invite you to know this with me. Let's say this together. I give with
abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive.
And so it is. So let's welcome, as we honor Memorial Day, let's welcome Jessica Rom Foster with
Without you, the ground thaws, the rain falls, the grass grows. Without you, the seeds root, the flowers bloom, the children play, the stars gleam, the poets dream, the eagles fly. Without you, the earth turns, the sun burns, but I die without you. Without you, the breeze warms, the girl smiles, the cloud moves. Without you, the tides change, the boys run, the oceans crash, the crowds roar, the days soar, the babies cry. without you. Without you, the hand grows, the ear hears, the pulse beats.
Without you, the eyes gaze, the legs walk, the ear hears, the mind churns,
The mind churns,
the heart yearns,
the heart yearns, the tears dry. Without you, life goes on, but I'm gone, 'cause I die. Without you,
without you,
without you.
So I know our PowerPoints want to move us forward quicker than we're actually going. So Thomas is going to fix that for us. Grief calls to grief, doesn't it? We experience other people's grief, and it speaks to ours in some way. So whether we actually knew any of those people in that slideshow doesn't really matter. It's the grief calling to grief. And there is something so powerful about shared grief. That's why we come together in memorial services. It's why we come together like we are right now. Because there's something in that space that can be healed. But we have to be willing to feel the grief. We have to be willing to be open and vulnerable to what is arising. And grief can be scary, because grief can feel like it's going to just overwhelm you and you're never going to be able to reemerge. But as Misa and Jessica so beautifully sang, even without the people that we love still here with us in time and in space, we keep going. We keep moving. I've had the honor through this past year of sitting with so many of our community as they've navigated the loss of a loved one. And I was sitting with a member this week, just the past couple days, where a member of their family had passed away. And as we sat together in that sacred space of just being present, their grief called to my grief. And I could feel myself touching all those loved ones in my life, my father, don't laugh, but my dearest cat, Freeway, who I still cry over 15 years later. My dear friend Joe, which so many of you walked with me through his passing. And that's how we get to show up for each other. When we're actually willing to be present with our grief, we get to show up for each other, and we get to actually have that deep wellspring of compassion. And I noticed in that space that there was something cathartic about being able to just touch the grief. And as I touched the grief within myself, I also was able to touch something else, something that we believe in our teachings. Unity believes in the eternal nature of our beingness. What does that mean, really? That we are eternal? What does that really mean? Do we really believe it? Because if we really believed in our eternal beingness, then somehow this grief, this loss, somehow, for me at least, it becomes more manageable. Because if my Father's eternalness is still here, then it's something I can access. It's something I have available to me. Because there's only one life, there's only one breath, there's only one beingness. And it can sound really hokey, right? But I know it in my bones. Like I've sat with my grief, and I know in my bones that at the root of that grief is love. And not a namby-pamby kind of love, not a love that kind of comes and goes, but the deepest understanding that we have in unity about what love is, that it is the foundation of everything. That it is from where everything arises, and it is from where everything returns. So as we stand in our grief, the invitation is to also stand in the love. Can you feel that? And that the more you stand in the love, the easier it is to stand in the grief and the missing. Because the missing is real. The loss is real. And yet it's not really real. And that's what we're continually being invited into in this teaching, is to understand that there is always something that is rebirthing and renewing. We're going to step into a ritual, and you all were given bulbs as you came in. And these bulbs are actually the same bulbs that we used last year. Not yet. These bulbs are actually the same bulbs that we used last year, right? And isn't that amazing? That we could plant these last year, these dry, desiccated, dead-looking things. And out of this, something will grow, something will arise. The gladiolas that you see on the piano behind me. That is what is arising. That's what's available to us. And this bulb is a symbol of our faith. Our faith that as we stand with what seems to be the end, that we actually simultaneously are aware that it is a new beginning. And it doesn't happen right away. These bulbs are going to sit in that darkness. They're going to sit in that soil in the darkness. And so are we invited to sometimes just sit in the darkness of our loss and of our grief. And yet, we are always being held by love. We are always being supported as love. And we are being invited to show up for each other in love. So we're about to step into a ritual. Now you can press the next slide. And what you're going to be invited into is to just take the bulb and hold it as this symbol, this sacred expression of our deepest faith. And if you're watching on the live stream, I know that we sent out flowers with seeds in them so that, thank you, Ken, so that you too at home have a chance to participate. Everyone here in the room, you have one of these seated on your chair as well. And these are meant for you to take home, to plant in dirt, to plant in the darkness, knowing and waiting and being expectant for what is going to arise. So as we hold our bulbs I'm inviting us all to call into being is whoever it is that you might have lost this year or in any other years. I'm inviting us to hold the collective grief for all the lives that have been lost for COVID, for all the lives that are lost due to racial injustice, all the lives that are lost to the senseless violence. And just allow yourself to center in the love and in the missing, in the love and in the grief. And in your own time, we will then invite everyone to come up, and we're going to plant these bulbs. And we've got 2 stations here, 2 stations for you to just plant the bulb, to step into this process of allowing the grief and allowing the regeneration simultaneously. So I'm going to invite our Unity singers to come on up here now. And I'm going to invite everyone to get quiet and close your eyes. And just allow your heart to open. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow the thoughts of those who are near and dear to just arise in your awareness, anchoring them in gratitude and appreciation. And allow this song to be the background, as in your own time, whenever you feel like it, you can come and plant. And if you're watching at home, I just invite you to just be in this meditative space.
Zoom room, a name, and we'll plant a bulb for you.
Yeah, just if you put anyone who's in your heart into the chat, and we will invite those names into the space, and we will plant a bulb for them. So let's just be together in this sacred space.
The heart may freeze, or it can burn. The pain will ease if I can learn. There is no future, there is no past. I live this moment as my last. There's only us, there's only this. Forget, regret, or life is yours to miss. No other road, no other way, no day but today.
And invite you to plant your bulb and to place dirt on top of it with your own hands, knowing that that dirt will nurture the new life to come.
no day but today.
No day but today. And now it's time for our spiritual practices. These are an invitation and a suggestion to help you anchor in to your highest good as we move through the week. So, the invitation is to honor those who serve, to be open and be willing to be vulnerable, to allow grief, and to share with others. So, here in the sanctuary, you should have a spiritual connection card that you can fill out. At home, you can click on the button and let us know which one of these invitations you're agreeing with to take up to help with your practice this week. And if you're a first-time guest, welcome. We're so grateful to have you here. By filling out the information on the spiritual connection card, it'll allow us to send you a little gift to thank you for your presence. And now for the blessing of the children, I want to welcome back Ken to the platform.
Hi there. Thank you. So it is really nice to be in the sanctuary too and hear the kids downstairs. When you came up, you maybe saw the whole team seems to be in the sanctuary and in downstairs today. One of my little ones is here, and at the same time as I was preparing that slideshow last night, remembering the families who lost a child this year to COVID. It's like, wow, can it even fathom that pain? And I know that some of you may have known that pain. It is not uncommon. And my heart is wholly with you, knowing that your child is eternal, as Deanne talked about. That life force in all of our children existed before they were in that form and will after. And the same is true for us. That life force that we were born with exists in us whatever age we are. And it will continue past this lifetime. So to honor that life, that divine energy coming into manifestation, we have an affirmation. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We love you exactly the way you are. Every being on the planet is God's perfect expression of divine life. We shift the world by seeing that in everyone. So I invite you to hold someone precious in your mind's eye and see the divine child in them right now and know this affirmation with me. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We love you exactly the way you are. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
How's everybody doing? Be gentle with yourselves today, right? Be gentle always, but particularly today as we stand in that vulnerable space. And we're open in our hearts, and Unity San Francisco is also open. Right now, it's just so lovely to see so many more people here in the building joining with us. And I want to make sure that all of you who are with us on the live stream know how much we love you and how you are here with us as well. We literally have a screen where we can see you in the room with us. So we are open. If you want to come and join us for live services, you can sign up online today. Please do so.
And another way for you to be with us is through our well, we can check in with our daily offerings, which we have so many of, it seems. Peace in the Midst
That's right.
by Deanne, of course.
So we've got something pretty much for every day of the week. So if you're looking for a practice that's going to support you, you can go to, on our website, we have weekly ways to connect, and every single day there's something you can click on that is new, that is linked into our Sunday service, so that you can continue the healing energy that we engage in when we come together on Sunday. Because what we know here in Unity is it doesn't just happen on Sunday. Our fifth principle is that we live these principles. And so I know personally that I need some support throughout the week to help me remember what I'm living into. And the weekly ways to connect is a beautiful way to do that.
Yes. And another way to do that is through our classes. And we're so excited. This Wednesday, the universe is calling.
Yay.
And Dave Cooper is teaching that class. So go on our website, sign up. It's going to be powerful. And
That book is amazing.
Yeah.
So, Eric Butterworth, it's a classic. It's a Unity classic. So you really don't want to miss it. It's powerful.
Yeah. And another powerful practice we have going on, starting next Monday, we're having a life visioning practice group that Tyler is leading. And
Tyler.
what a serendipitous time as we're reopening and thinking about how we're growing into what's coming. I personally feel like so many of my dreams and aspirations were tamped down, and I was in kind of life with blinders on almost because of restrictions. So this visioning, which I am so excited to join, is a way for me to expand into what's possible and really vision out that expansion. What do I want to bring forward? What's ready to be released? This is a powerful way on Mondays to kind of live into that and practice and find your adjacent possible. Start living into what is possible now with all of these new openings. So that starts next Monday, June 7th, and runs through the 28th.
All of this is online. Just to reiterate so that everyone is clear, all of our programming is still online, all of our classes, all of that. We're here on Sunday, but other than that, it's all happening on Zoom. And next week, we are going to have a guest speaker, Reverend Jackie. 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks. We're going to have a guest speaker. Reverend Jackie Hawkins is going to be visiting with us. And she is also going to be doing a workshop in the afternoon after she speaks. And it's called the Hughes Hour. It's based on the work of Langston Hughes. And it's about empowering social change from within. So she's amazing. I love Jackie personally. I know that anyone who steps into this class with her is going to have a very powerful and transformative experience. So it's going to be on Zoom and in person. So if you come to service on that Sunday, you can actually participate in the room with Jackie. Yay. And if you are in Zoom, we will have that hooked up so that we have a hybrid world happening.
Perfect. And in our upcoming happenings, we have our community connection in the Zoom room right after service, where prayer chaplains will be available for breakout one-on-one prayer. And we'll also, in the sanctuary, have prayer chaplains here and also outside if you would like to pray. And we have a gorgeous hospitality downstairs.
Yeah, hosted by the Hardy family.
And I am calling an audible because one thing we did forget. You were right. Right? Everybody see this? She's right. She's right. We do have a guest speaker next week.
We do. I thought we did.
We do.
Okay.
Because if I let that go, I'd be in the doghouse. It's my dear husband, JD.
I was like, I thought we had a guest
Is
speaker.
the guest speaker next week. He's speaking of after the fall, talking about life lessons from failures and seeming failures and opportunities for restarting. So anyway, JD speaking next week, don't miss it, and then Jackie speaking the week after. Deanne and I are getting a much needed little sabbatical on speaking for a couple weeks. Yay. All right.
There is no spiritual salon today because it's the holiday weekend, so we will see everybody back in the spiritual salon next Sunday. So thank you to everybody who made service possible. Can we have some applause for the fabulous sound music team as they come on up here? getting ready for the next song, but Misa, who is our music director, and the entire team, our audiovisual team, our fabulous PAs, Tyler and Kristen, and all who are serving, because now we're back to needing folks being greeters. And so if you want to be a participant in our Sunday service, please let us know. We're happy to find a way to bring you in so that we can all make this happen in real time together.
Yeah, so I know we got 9 minutes left. We're doing good.
I know.
No, look out. It's because there is another audible.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's birthday is on Tuesday. And it's someone very special to us, our music director, Misa Malone. His birthday on Tuesday. So ladies, if you could give us a note to do this a cappella. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Misa. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make me cry. Thank you so much.
So we have an affirmation before we step into our final closing song. So I'm going to say it once, and I'll invite everyone to know it with me. I lovingly create a world of safety, equity, and equality. Can we stand up and know this together? Can we stand up in the space and know this together? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I lovingly create a world of safety, equity, and equality.
And so it is. Here is our fabulous music team.
1, 2, 3.
One step, one step. There it is. One step, one step. Old time religion is a box I do not fit in. I am metaphysical, I am transcendent. Change the situation by changing your mind. Know the vibration by knowing you are divine. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the Goddess in me. What do you believe? You've got to know your truth. Pure potential possibility, that is you. If you stand in opposition, you perpetuate the thing. What you resist, persist, so let luck be what you bring. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the Goddess. One step, one step, one step, one step. Here we go. Follow your intuition and the passion that you got. Be pulled by your vision, don't get pushed by your thoughts. Everything experienced is energetic. Be aware of energy you give and you get it. Out of a routine, slip into observe a state. Change your mind by changing habits, choose a different way. Say oh yes to your highest and your best. What you desire you can straight up manifest. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make a mental path, one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the God in me. One step, 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 one step. Woo! Happy Sunday!
So wonderful. Happy Sunday, everybody. See you downstairs for hospitality. Woo.